My friend took this picture on the day I told my husband about getting tired of our boring life. We argued so much that we've been separated since then. Whatever I did, our picnics always ended with my mother in a grumpy mood. That's why I usually made plans with my father instead. Everyone at high school was so jealous when they saw this photo. You had to have been very lucky to get to see the famous elephant. Going together with the most popular girl in school didn't help either. Dear my eyelids are getting heavy. I hope he lets me sleep tonight. I miss sleeping. Do you see that white thing to the right of the open pit? That thing that looks like a dinosaur fossil. When I was a kid, my dad used to bring me here for some fresh air. The first time we were here, he showed me the white patch of sand and said it used to be a baby dinosaur running from the humans. But it must have been dark, so the baby dinosaur falls into the pit and starves to death. The story made me more scared of the humans on the other side of the pit than of dinosaurs. Maybe that was my dad's intent. He used to say that in those mills and houses on the other side of the pit live humans who turn into animals at night and come and steal things from us. I wish it were those stories that I couldn't remember. Although people on the other side of the pit had left years ago, I never found out who actually lived there. I wish you were here, Dad. We could go to the other side and have a closer look.
Hey, looks like you're falling asleep. Open your eyes. This is only the 17th day of no sleeping.
Could you turn your face away? Those terrifying red eyes. Why don't you leave me alone? How long are you going to torture me?
I want to leave you alone, but I can't. Since long ago, when I was a young captain, I couldn't be awake while sailors were asleep. Come on, get up, get out of bed. Don't you have a few days off from work? Go play a little at least.
I have pinned my friend's wedding picture over my bed so that when I open my eyes every day, I remember that there are still people with happy lives. This is only half the map. Where's the other half? All right, now I can put the map pieces back together. I feel safer with the map. Come to me, my dear kidney stone. I remember the last movie shown here was The Wood Elves Battle. When I was a child, this Mr. Juggalo was my favorite actor in fantasy movies. What's under the rug? What a photograph! So this fellow Jack was friends with the elephant in the cirque. did Jack close up this place for good? What's even more odd is that none of us ever tried to find out why.
Hello? Please don't hang up. Could you tell me where you disappeared to? What? None of my business. What do you mean you'll come back in a while?
You didn't think I'd find you, huh? Well, I found your phone number on one of your spaghetti boxes. You'd written it down on the corner and thrown it in the trash. Ever since the elephant vanished, so did you. Are you in some sort of trouble? What? You don't know what I'm talking about?
Frankly, I don't trust you anymore. Who trusts a man who prefers his tasteless spaghetti to my pancakes? Don't hang up. Hold on. Hello? Hello? Damn it.
Hi, little girl. What's your name? I don't think I've ever seen you around here. Kardash has to make up a new system every time to identify who knocks at his door. Oh, I had no idea he was so successful. He has a gig at such a popular venue.
Kurdish Art Connoisseur Identifier System invites you to come in.
Did you know the stuff you've installed at your door is hard to figure out?
That's why I have a special welcoming message taped. Well, anything I can do for you.
Nothing especially. I just want to see what you look like now since I last saw you. Safe to say you're still deep into your electronics.
You did all that work just to see my face. Don't you want to see one of my greatest inventions?
What is it? It looks pretty finished. All the screws are in.
Yes, it's nearly done. I just need to add 4 frequencies to bring this metal creature to life.
And then what will it do?
I've named it the Nature DTMF machine. It can receive a series of frequencies, encode them, and forget it. It's of no use to you. It has no use for me. I just want to make it and put it in the corner.
Well, I have no idea what it does, but I'll take it off your hands.
It won't be done until I find the 4 frequencies. I'm tired of staring at the design sheet.
Jack is always proud that his son, Arash, followed a path that he was not able to follow. He went to a different continent a few years ago and is working on his second movie now. Hey, Jack. Oh, I'm sure he's going to make a remark about my name.
Welcome back. Any news from your name? Or is it still playing hide and seek?
What did I just tell you? Looks like it's now right where it belongs. But I have to remind you, it is a secret. I don't want the neighbors to hear about it.
Sure. No secret leaves this house. Especially one about the quietest resident we've ever had here.
Well, I guess that's true. For the last 6 months, I'm the only person who's entered my flat. By the way, I've been meaning to ask you something. I just remembered as I saw the closed doors of the movie theater.
What is it? I hope you're not adding something new to my responsibilities.
Why did you stop the weekly film screenings there?
Because we couldn't get the money to buy a new player. Also, the neighbors aren't very sociable. It's hard to get them all together at the same time.
I remember you had a collection of the best 35mm films. Let's set it up again. I love old technology.
A friend of mine borrowed them and never gave them back. It ruined our friendship.
Why don't you go to his house and ask for your films?
I'm over it now. No time for old films. But if you want them so much, why don't you go yourself? Take this road straight up until you get to the square. His house is one of the first houses. It's got a blue door and there's a large sign hanging on its wall.
Was I falling asleep? No. Just my eyes going blurry. Perhaps I will have to drag myself like a semi-conscious corpse through life forever, and forget the joy of sleeping. I wish I could collapse right here and no one would bother me for a few days. What if I've fallen and hit my head once and lost a part of my memory? Then why do I not forget other things? If someone asked my name right now, I might confuse everything.
Miss Mizuki? Miss Mizuki? Hello? Miss Mizuki, can you hear me?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to someone else.
Well, let's get back on topic. Can you tell me to whom Wagner wrote of his fascination with Schopenhauer and Tristan?
Franz Liszt.
Huh, impressive. Now tell me, Wagner's wife wrote that he remained unsatisfied with which opera?
Tannhäuser?
Huh, how did you know?
I hope a little sugar won't affect my brain. Would you like a donut from Mr. Donut?
I love those donuts! Don't tell my mom I had one.
I won't, don't worry.
Are you looking for Mr. Spaghetti too?
Mr. Who? Has someone disappeared again?
Didn't you hear his wife shouting on the phone? He was the only neighbor without children, but I was friends with him because he liked animals. And whenever he made spaghetti, he would bring me some.
I did hear his wife, but thought it was just a domestic quarrel. Sounds like an interesting man. Do you miss him?
Of course I miss him. How are you living in this building and still didn't realize Mr. Spaghetti ran off?
Honestly, I don't know. I haven't been paying a lot of attention.
Uh-huh. Well, if he comes back, could you give him this film canister? We're moving out.
Sure. By the way, I should bring you some homemade donuts. Then you will have two grown-up friends, Mr. Spaghetti and Miss Donut. It might be a good idea to have a look inside this box. Hey! What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to stay in the inventory? Stay still. Oh, you again. Well, at least you've hidden those bloody eyes of yours behind shades.
Don't worry. I know everything. I know you can't sleep anymore since you saw me that night underneath your bed. And you can't tell anyone. Someone who doesn't remember her own name and sees an invisible old man will end up in the madhouse.
You've trapped me. How can I get rid of this insomnia?
Your sleep is tied to mine. As long as I'm awake, you're awake. But worry not, a sailor who stared into the horizon so long that her eyes have turned into the color of the sunset can endure much more than this.
Hi, hope I'm not intruding. The door was open. I was wondering if...
Of course, come in, my dear. Ah, but of course you're not intruding. After all, we know each other.
We do? Oh yes, you own the restaurant on 20th Street.
Yes, that's right. I lived a very different life back then. Did you know that I employed over 30 people in that restaurant? And I only ever met 2 of them? The young man I made manager, and...
Me? Wow. Yeah, I remember. Actually, I remember the day I met Yuel. It was my 20th birthday. So it was 5 years, 4 months, and 2 days ago.
25. Wonderful. I remember you didn't want to get any smarter.
You still have a good memory. Intelligence was the only thing I was sure of in myself back then.
I knew you were very smart from the first moment I saw you at the door holding a tray. I'd like to test you. May I?
Sure, I'm curious how I'd score. It's been a while since I had to be smart.
When I retired, I picked up this hobby of connecting things together and making strange stuff. See this noisy TV? With a secret code, you can connect it to the global TV network of 100 years ago.
Are you kidding? There was no TV 100 years ago.
Don't doubt an old man who's got a death ticket in his hand. TV or not, the waves are still floating in the air.
Maybe you're right. Let me have a closer look at your inventions. It might come in handy someday. Glad to see these things still exist in the world. I wish there was a black monster puppet too. They must have been a rich family to have their portraits painted. Oh, the threads revealed the teddy bear. Looks like I have come close to solving the dilemma.
I can't believe this. It's always earthquakes on TV. Come over here, girl. Watch what you're going to see all the time until you get to my age.
This is really strange. How did this happen?
What's strange about it? Don't you ever watch news?
I mean, how did you connect those things, and how are we watching footage from 100 years ago?
All that matters is that you solved it. Oh, did you hear that? Something fell. I think it's the lingering effects of quake waves.
Seriously, I'm not buying this anymore. Let me have a look around your flat and see what's going on. Huh, lucky this thing fell. So the films were hidden here all alone. If I don't say anything, he won't notice they are missing. Hey Jack, can you believe your friend used to be my boss?
No way. What a small world. So you were able to use your relationship to get the films?
Well, I used my smarts. By the way, you wouldn't believe the things that happened in his house.
I do believe. If there's one thing I can say for certain, it's that old man is crazy. Anyway, thanks for returning my collection. Didn't want to admit how much I missed these silly old things.
Let me see what film Mr. Spaghetti gave to the little girl. She probably had no way of actually watching it. Wow, aren't you that famous opera singer? Is it true you resigned recently?
Yes, that's me. And yes, it's true. I got tired of the fame and glamour. I'd rather sing on the streets for my own sake and to make the average passerby feel a little happier. But you know how people are. They started making up stories about me.
Yes, there was a rumor going about you. They said you fell asleep under a blind willow tree, and when you woke up, you realized tiny flies had crawled into your mouth, and you'd lose your voice in a matter of months.
A very creative rumor indeed. I don't even think a blind willow really exists. But the flies are a very real possibility. They're all around us right now, waiting for me to open my mouth.
Well, since you haven't lost your voice, maybe you can help me? I've got this frequency diagram here. Think you could sing it? I've heard you can create sounds so vivid that you could touch them.
Now that one isn't a rumor. Some people like to keep my songs in glass displays, holding them for the day they'll have a device that can replay them. Give me a diagram to read. It would be my pleasure.
This is the diagram that shows the frequencies.
Lo-
Here, drink some orange juice.
Lo- lo- lo-
Wow, so those are the frequencies. Oh, hey, why are you going up? Here, drink some orange juice.
Lo- lo- lo-
How could a human have sung these frequencies?
How did you find these? Look how desperate they are to get into the machine.
What would he have done without me? Chasing the birds and bees for the frequencies?
Yeah. Don't act like you're not getting anything out of this. Next time you come over, the machine will be ready and you can take it with you to show off.
As our friend said, maybe I should take it and brag about it. Oh, Kardash knows his stuff. The device is now full of the frequencies coming from that room. I think the device recorded the number she's calling. The elephant is missing, and it's an unsolved case. I do hope they can't find him. Hey, do you know where the elephant might be?
Honestly, I think the man who's always cooking spaghetti has something to do with it. Oh, no! You tricked me into blurting out secrets! Go away now!
The house with the green roof and...
Hey, look, I deserve this prize. Don't you dare take my place. Huh. Good luck.
Are you here to talk about music, or do you need anything?
Could I please get some flour? I'm in a rush, but I'll be back someday to talk art. I've learned this spy trick from children's books. It might work. I should tell the little girl that her homemade donut will take a little longer to make now. I hate littering. Ray, heard you're going to Stern for an internship.
Yes. How fast you all heard. It's a great opportunity and I'm very excited, but I think I'm gonna miss it here.
You knew you had to go somewhere far from the first day you decided to work on particle physics.
Yes, I knew. But it all became real last night when I was lying next to the fire on the beach. I felt it would be so hard to leave this place.
How does Niall feel about this and your tea breaks?
He's immersed himself in his paintings and microbes. He might even forget what tea tastes like in a week.
It's a weird combination, being a painter and a physician.
Yeah, I was always worried, though, that his microbes might mix up with my particles.
Hello, Niall. Someone must have finally found a way to get you out of the lab.
It's really hard to get me away from there. I only needed a few more microbes on the canvas to finish my master work. But when Ray says let's go to the beach, then we gotta go to the beach.
You can't decline the invitation when Mr. Armero starts a beach bonfire.
All too true. I bet if there was an international championship for it, Chris would win with a large margin.
By the way, when Ray leaves, are you gonna stay here?
For a while, yes. I have a confidential project under the works that still needs some time.
Is it about infectious diseases?
No. It's related to animals and their language. Forget it. As I said, it's confidential.
Mr. Armero, I've missed you.
Ah, Mizuki. I was thinking about you last night on the beach. It's been months since you last sat with me by the fire.
That's true. With the insomnia that I have, I don't know why I didn't think of spending those sleepless hours with you on the beach.
Are you also sleepless because of the noise coming from your neighbor's fridge?
Oh, no, just too many thoughts and worries. Or maybe I miss my mother and sister, and the fire on the beach makes that even worse.
Mizuki, you know well that your family really... Oh, forget it.
You're right, Mr. Armero. I never had a good family like you did. How are they, by the way?
Everyone is well. They're all in the city except for Henry, who is spending his school break here with me. He should be somewhere around here. You know, he thinks about his friends all the time after that incident.
Superb! The new issue of Tips and Tricks magazine. Oh, forgot to check if the elephant's footprints are left on the flower. The old trick worked, but anyone could see the footprints and find out where the elephant is hiding. I should alert them. Hey, the elephant is in danger. I'm not joking. I must find another way to communicate with this loner. I wish it were cleaner. Did you come to the beach by yourself today? I've seen you and your mother a couple of times when I passed by there.
Yes? I don't know where my mother is. The fire is burning out and she has to take me home. Don't mean to be rude, but I really don't want to talk. I'd rather save my energy.
should pick it up before it's gone. Why are you following me? Can't you find someone else to stay up with you?
Don't walk too fast. To tell you the truth, I've built this place myself. I don't think I can let you go anytime soon. I'm full of energy, and I don't know anyone else.
I love copper pots and plates, but this looks incomplete. I should save it before it breaks, like all other things here. To dear Fred. Can you believe this vinyl belongs to my high school close friend Farhad? He is a music enthusiast, and it's strange he left this here amongst this junk. Michael Kramer, a brave sailor and also a great pianist who lived decades ago. They say he always put a jar containing an extra finger on his piano while playing, and the finger started dancing to the tempo of the song. Hello, I'm one of the neighbors.
What do you want?
There's something important I have to tell you. Don't hang up. I know where the elephant is.
What? What elephant?
You can't hide it from me. I know you're hiding the elephant in your house. There are people looking for him, but I only want to help.
Oh, well, you got me. Just come over before you blab your mouth all over the town. I'll open the door for you, only if you come alone.
Oh no, the little girl has moved out sooner than I thought they would. I couldn't keep my promise. Now I know why Farhad left that vinyl in the lighthouse. He only listens to Bach piano pieces if they were played by Glenn Gould. Even the alley is frightening, let alone inside that door. Hello. I'm glad you finally opened the door. Sorry to bother you, I just wanted to alert you.
Yes, I suppose I should try harder to be discreet about the elephant's whereabouts.
Someone could have seen the footprint.
That was you then, eh? It's not very nice to pour flour in front of people's doors.
I can't believe this. Everyone is looking for you and you're sitting on your ass blowing in a teapot. What? What happened? I didn't get a word you said. Do you understand what I'm saying? I didn't understand a word. Maybe his roommate knows what he's saying. The elephant is trying to talk, right? You understand what it says?
Yes. So far he's been able to change his dimensions, and soon enough he'll be able to speak better than you and I. Right now, he has a request for you.
What's his request? And could you please tell him that I came here to ask him to be careful so that he wouldn't end up in the circus again?
He says to speed up his becoming human, he needs a potion that only his friend knows how to make. Here, this is the friend's business card. Will you get the potion for him?
Hello, may I see Mr. Dabchick for a few minutes?
Are you looking for a job?
No, I didn't even know this place existed. A friend has sent me for an important matter.
I'm afraid I can't let in someone who doesn't know who we are. Certainly not without an appointment. You have to understand, we are very organized in this office.
But I know where this place is now. I know the person sitting in that room.
I have to stick with the appointment system. Organization is crucial in this business.
Right, yeah. I'm sure you're so organized. You're probably subscribed to Feng Shui Monthly.
You don't believe me? Go ahead, look around and see if you can find anything out of place.
Hello, Mr. Dabchick?
Hello, yes. Are you looking for a job? The last appointment slot began 15 minutes ago, so you're very late. That will be considered negative points.
Oh, no. I'm here because a big gray friend of yours has sent me to look for a potion. He's in hiding.
Oh dear, Phil. When he was in the circus, I had my agents help me change his size. But I haven't heard from him since his escape. He wants to complete the process of becoming a human.
Yes, it seems like it. Although he still speaks an elephant language.
Hold on. This card doesn't have his signature on it. I'm afraid I can't give you the potion without making sure this is really from Phil.
What?
Just go ask Phil to sign the card. Authentication is very important to me.
How can I make myself clear to this elephant? Could you ask the elephant to sign the card? Dabchick said he needs to see a signature.
You actually got to see Dabchick? You are relentless. But be realistic. Even if I ask the elephant to sign, how can he hold a pen with his large fingers?
He could pick up a needle with his trunk.
Sounds like you're just making excuses. Go and find a way to get that potion.
Potato next to the signature. Bizarre combination, I know. I bet you can carve anything really fast, right?
Yes, I can. Would you like to see me carve this guy's name on a potato? But these works are from when I was 5. You want to see my skills? Look at my hand for just 3 seconds.
Wow, good job. And the last step for making a potato stamp. Here's the card, all signed.
Sort of looks like a stamp. But it does look like his signature. Okay. I'll press the button and you can pick up the potion from the glass cabinet.
You're so kind. Are there any usage instructions?
He knows how to use it. Just don't ever think of trying this on humans as a prank. It only works for animals or humans who are in the process of changing species.
Are you sure Phil's in the right stage for this?
I think he is. Most probably. Maybe. I don't know. Pick up that camera to be sure. The photos can show you the outcome of the process.
I'm sure Phil will be happy to see this. You can take artsy photos with this camera. Oh, that's unbelievable. It seems that Dabchick is superior to all other humanimals. His face is scary in either case. No way. The elephant is half human. That's why he's always spending his time here.
Hey, I don't want you photographing my personal life. If you really like photography, go down this road and you'll see a 200-year-old tree. You can take as many photos of that as you want.
I finally found the humanimal potion for you. Can't wait to see what happens when you drink it. Why aren't you taking it? Isn't this what you wanted?
I have to admit, I was lying that the elephant is looking for the humanimal potion. I just wanted to send you on a wild goose chase. The woman in the photo is one of the best counselors in the whole world. She has just arrived to the city and is working here for free. It might be a good idea for you to go and see her. Maybe she could fix your nosiness.
For free? Everyone will be pouring into her office in a few days, even if they don't have any problems. Is the camera working properly? This scarecrow had been a bird that has turned into a scarecrow instead of a human? Having such bad luck, I understand why it does not feel like talking. Could be used to decorate the house. It was hiding well within the branches. Now I have a bucket full of clean, fresh water. Getting chilly. I thought I stoked the fire.
Thank you. I've stared at the sea so long, I think I'm turning into a fish. It'd be easier to talk to them then, don't you think?
I haven't had much experience with that. Aren't you bored of sitting here every day? Don't you want some change?
I do. Sometimes I daydream about cutting my feet with a sharp knife, growing fins, and diving into the sea.
That's a horrifying fantasy. I didn't mean a big change like that. Maybe you should ask your mother to take you to a warm, sunny city for a while.
Even harder than cutting my own feet is to cut my mother out of this town that she loves so much.
Well, I hope you feel better the next time I see you.
I might be swimming next time, further and further into the horizon.
I can't believe my eyes. These mythical creatures are real. Now I know why he wanted to cut his legs. So any human could be in the process of transforming into an animal. I think this drug might make you feel better. I hope it doesn't hurt him. I'm curious to see what happens.
This bottle looks familiar. I think a special friend of mine had it. I have no options. I will trust you and drink it.
Just can't believe it. Am I dreaming? Someone turned into a fish in front of me? I hope he knows how to swim. The ocean is too deep around here. I hope this wasn't intended for cutting a limb. What is this little sack hiding among the ropes? To be honest with you, I still do not understand what this camera does. Do we have a real human wearing a cat costume? Or a cat that used to be a human? I hope he's not a ghost. For me, an invisible man is more acceptable. If you promise to leave me alone, I will give you something I'm sure you'll like.
Sure, if it's something useful. You can count on the words of an old sailor. How can you have such a precious thing? These rookie sailors are unable to hide such valuable things.
I hope I won't see you around my bed anymore. Please.
For sure. Now, let me do a quick sniff to make sure this is an original tobacco. To be honest with you, I still can't believe you were able to find such a thing.
Are you feeling good? Hey, where are you?
This is the strangest tobacco I've ever seen, and I can't believe my nose.
Can I nap easily now? I really miss seeing a dream.
The truth is in your own mind, your dreams, and they will all come to you in a forest with big cats singing silent songs.
Shame on me. What I've done to this poor man. He's out of his mind. What just happened? It seems the tobacco was really magical. My warm, comfy bed. I will come to you soon. Moriko, is that you? I thought I'd never see you again.
It's Mizuki, and I'm sure if you did, you never thought it would be here of all places. I tried hard to bring you here. I wanted to thank you for taking care of my name tag and my secret.
Don't worry about it, but I'm not sure what secret you're talking about.
Maybe you didn't realize it was a secret. I didn't want anyone other than you to find out I was extremely jealous of someone.
Even if I had told anybody, they wouldn't believe it. You were the one everyone was jealous of.
It might have seemed that way. But jealousy has taken over my entire being. It emptied me from the inside. I became nothing.
Aren't you scared, being alone in this forest?
I'm not alone. I have many cats here with me. They're a bit timid, so that's why they aren't coming out to say hello. They're over there.
Seriously, how do you find them food in a place like this?
They eat numbers. They call them number-eating cats. You know how much I loved math. I was playing with numbers here, and this happened.
Yes, I remember. You were a math genius in school. But I don't understand. How can cats eat numbers?
You'll see them as you go forward, and see what I mean. They actually really like it, and have gone quite fat. Anyway, you drop by any time. It was great seeing you again. Goodbye, Mizuki.
I think I've seen this device in the newspaper articles about the city of man-eating cats. I have tied it so tight that I can't pick it up again.